Hello everyone, today we are here to discuss on the topic of area normalization method in related substance. Here we will be discussing about what is area normalization method and how the impurities are calculated by using this method, and what are the cases or the scenarios where we prefer area normalization method in calculation of the impurities. Now the first thing which we are going to discuss is what is area normalization method and how the impurities are calculated by using this area normalization method. Okay, now what is this? Impurities in the area normalization method are quantified based on their percentage area. It means, suppose we have any chromatogram, and in this chromatogram we have a certain amount of impurities in terms of percentage, and that percentage will be its final amount in percentage value. It means जितना भी एरिया हमारा क्रोमेटोग्राम में आएगा, चाहे वो मेन पीक का हो एज कम्पेयर टू दिस इम्प्यूरिटीज़, तो जितना भी एरिया उस परसेंटेज से हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे अगेंस्ट द मेन एरिया पीक, तो वही उसका फाइनल परसेंटेज होगा किसी भी इम्प्यूरिटी का. यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल है. सपोज दिस इज अ क्रोमेटोग्राम विच इज़ फ्रॉम 0 to 45 minutes and there are 4-5 peaks. This is our main peak and there are 4 impurities which I have named as A, B, C and D. Now suppose the percentage of these area are, suppose the main peak percentage it is 99%, A is here 0.2%, B is 0.1, C is 0.5 and D is 0.2%. Now sum of all these peak areas should be 100%. Okay, then only we can calculate the amount of the percentage area of the impurities peak. Now how we are calculating it? Now suppose we have assumed that sum of all the peak is 100%. Now the sum of, if all the peak is 100%, and we have also assumed that the sum of this peak is suppose 1 lakh area, and now we know that the area of, suppose this A peak, okay, this A peak is 200. Now how we will calculate the percentage in terms of its percentage? Just we will apply a simple formula, okay, and we will multiply by 100. This come to 0.2%. okay, तो just जितना भी एरिया आपकी इम्प्योरिटी का आया है, वी हैव टू डिवाइड इट बाई सम ऑफ ऑल द peak area including main peak and all the impurities peak, and we will multiply it by 100 because we have to get in the terms of percentage. And if this will be a simple formula to calculate the amount of impurity. Okay, now the second topic with what we will learn is when do we use this area normalization method. Now this is very important. You should have a clear concept in mind that when we use or this method to calculate the amount of impurity. The first criteria is our main peak should be linear for the range of LOQ to 150%. Means जो हमारा जो main peak का area है, it should be linear throughout the range from LOQ to 150%. अगर हमारा मेन पीक सैचुरेट हो जाएगा, ओके, सपोज यहाँ पर सैचुरेशन आ जाता है, तो द राइट अमाउंट ऑफ इम्प्यूरिटीज प्रेजेंट in the sample we cannot determine from this method. The second criteria is, and this is very important one, if the RRF of the impurities is close to the main peak, it means it is 0.9 to 1.1, means it is just close to 1, then only this method is applicable. मीन्स अगर RRF का बहुत डिफरेंस होगा, सपोज वी आर गेटिंग 0.2, 0.3, 1.2, इतना आपका RRF आ रहा है, देन इट इज़ डिफिकल्ट टू डिटरमाइन द राइट अमाउंट ऑफ परसेंटेज ऑफ इम्प्यूरिटीज. There you have to use the diluted standard method. But if the RRF of the impurities present in this method or any of the method is close to the 1, at least it should be 0.9 to 1.1, then only this method is applicable. And in this case you don't have to use the RRF values, just you can apply in multiplication of 1, or in, if we are using in case of RF, and we can calculate the percentage of impurities. And third is it is suitable for single component ड्रग प्रोडक्ट्स. मीन्स अगर कॉम्बिनेशन ड्रग प्रोडक्ट्स होंगे, सपोज किसी भी फॉर्मुलेशन में हमारे 2 API हैं, देन इट बिकम डिफिकल्ट टू कैलकुलेट द राइट अमाउंट ऑफ इम्प्योरिटीज़ प्रेजेंट इन दी सैम्पल. इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट कि जो ये पीक्स आ रहे हैं कि हमारे पहले API की वजह से आ रहे हैं, दूसरे API की वजह से आ रहे हैं, तो देयर विल बी अ लॉट ऑफ कन्फ्यूजन and it will be difficult to determine the amount of impurities by this method. So hope this short discussion was very useful for all of you. If you want to add something, you can comment in the comment section. I will add or discuss in some other videos, or I will reply in the comment section, and we can have discussion right over there. So thank you for now. We will meet in our next session.